Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I am Anna, and today we're going to talk about all these pink under eye setting powders that I have been testing and trying over here on the channel. I'm going to go through the claims of each one. We'll see how they stack up against one another. So, without further ado, let's just go ahead and get right into this video. Alright, so most of these powders I have are drugstore and fairly easy to get your hands on now. For a minute there, it was kind of only like high-end brands had the pink powders. Let's start with the first one that I tried, which was from e.l.f. Now this isn't the exact one because I used it up, and this is my actually the light shade and not the light pink shade, which I prefer. But this is the e.l.f. Halo Glow setting powder. This is also the older packaging. It is now in a pink, kind of soft pink packaging. And this one has a bit of a glow to it, a soft, subtle Hourglass ambient lighting powder glow. It is like the Hourglass ambient lighting powder, but loose. That's how I describe this. But it comes in a really pretty light pink shade that is very subtle. It's also very brightening and has a soft finish to it where it sets your makeup, but it's not matte. It has a soft, pretty ethereal glow to it. It's very beautiful on the skin, and also very blurring at the same time. So the e.l.f. Halo Glow setting powder comes in at $8. You can get it pretty much anywhere e.l.f. is sold. It comes in 3 shades. They have the light, which is what I have here, which is kind of a soft, vaguely yellow, translucent type of color. And then there's the light pink, which is stunning and is like the palest tint of pink you could imagine in there. And then they also have it in a warmer, kind of deeper shade that looks like a nice pretty caramel shade. So yeah, there's some shade options for different skin tones, and I think this is such a pretty powder, and the price point is real hard to beat at $8, and the accessibility of it. So this loose setting powder feels weightless on the skin. It creates a soft glow without shine. It smooths the look of pores and fine lines, which it absolutely does all these things. Blurs imperfections for a soft focused look. Formulated with lab-created sapphire particles. I didn't know that. That was pretty cool. It's also talc-free, 100% vegan and cruelty-free. The sapphire particles are lab-created and finely milled for a soft glow. Well, I didn't know that about the sapphires. That's pretty cool, isn't it? So that's what makes this powder so pretty and so just soft and elegant. It is such a... It's a unique formula, especially at the drugstore, I think. Because, I mean, this is a unique formula, I think, for high-end as well. Like, it's not something you see from every single brand. To me, it really does feel like a loose version of an ambient lighting powder. I think they even have, like, kind of comparable shades, even, to some of the Hourglass powders. And it's versatile because you can use it to set your under eye, and it's not going to look shiny. It's not going to look glittery or anything like that. It just is a soft, skin-like radiance and soft focus. It looks like a filter. It is so pretty in that respect. But you can also use this as kind of a finishing powder as well to kind of blur everything together, and it looks really nice. So it's more multifunctional as far as these pink powders go, because it's the pink finish is the pink color to it is very soft. So I love that one. $8, pretty hard to beat. Okay, and next up we have the Lottie London Ready Set Go Translucent Setting Powder in the Brightening Pink shade. This is, I think, the second brightening powder I tried out. This one is also wonderful. It's very mattifying. If you want something a little more mattifying, it has a little bit more pink to it than the e.l.f., but still very soft and very brightening. And yeah, it gives a beautiful finish on the skin. A little bit more of that poreless, soft matte finish. And this one comes in at $7.99 at CVS and I believe Walmart as well. So this one is made with mica and silica. I don't see talc listed on the ingredients, but I'm not an expert, so I might be missing something there. There's not a whole lot of detail about this one, other than it is also cruelty-free. And it is formulated more so for baking, it seems like, according to the description here, because they recommend you leave it on 10 minutes and then dust it away, which you can do with this very easily. It's one of those powders that you can kind of just keep applying, and it never feels like it's building up or getting too heavy. It's a very gentle powder. It's finely milled, really pretty, soft pink tone to it. Like, super, super soft. And yeah, this one almost goes to a bit of a pinky white finish. Very mattifying this one is, and really has a nice kind of HD feel to it. Really soft powder. And yeah, I really enjoy this one. And I think the price point is great. It just appears to be a little bit harder to find at the moment online. It's sold out at Walmart, but it might be because it's popular. And for some reason, the Lottie London website is down. But I think this is another great affordable setting powder that is a little bit hard to get your hands on in store. It's one you do have to kind of go online for. So you're probably going to have to go online for this one in particular. But it's really a nice, solid, mattifying, brightening powder. It kind of checks all the boxes. A very well-rounded, nice one here. Next up, we have the Wet n Wild Loose Setting Powder from the Photo Focus range in light pink as well, or soft pink rather. This one, look at this gigantic container you get for one thing. This one is kind of amazing. So this comes in at $6.69 at Target, and I believe the same around Walmart, and anywhere Wet n Wild sold, you can pick this up now. I don't understand exactly the description of this one because it's described as having a radiant finish. I don't think it has a radiant finish. I think it's to me, it's matte, but everywhere I look, it says radiant. I'm like, girl, where? I do not see any radiance in here. I think it's a fairly mattifying powder that has a beautiful soft focus finish. It's very soft, really, really soft, in fact. Blurs every pore under the sun. It will give you the most flawless complexion, amazing price point, and a ton of product here. The Photo Focus powder on its own is a beautiful formulation, but I always found it to be a little bit darkening on me, like it kind of would oxidize. So the bright pink is just, yes, awesome. And don't be put off by the description online of it saying it's radiant. It's not radiant. It's a powder. It's a mattifying setting powder. It's not gonna make you look glowy or wet or dewy or any of that kind of stuff. It's more matte than the e.l.f. one for sure. It's, I don't know why they describe it that way, but they do. It's a lightweight silky powder. It features a radiant pink tint. If they mean just because it's a pink tint that it's kind of like creates brightness in that way, I get it, but to me I find that very misleading. It makes it sound like it's glowy. That's just me, but yeah. It is very lightweight, very silky. Again, it's one of those powders you can just keep piling it on and it won't look chalky or heavy. It says like it enhances your natural glow for a fresh, luminous look. Girl, where? No, it's a mattifying powder. I don't understand that at all. But it does offer oil control, minimizes shine while setting your makeup, and it, yeah, absolutely does that. It sets it beautifully. Keeping your complexion looking polished and radiant throughout the day. There you get the radiance. I don't know. It's versatile. It's perfect for all skin types. This setting powder enhances your makeup routine, allowing you to glow confidently. But it is cruelty-free, offers flawless blending, effortlessly blends into the skin, blurring imperfection, and ensuring a smooth finish that lasts all day. It absolutely does. It really does help with longevity. I don't know why they call it glowy. It's a wonderful formulation, and it might be probably one of the best ones because it checks all the boxes as far as it being a nice shade of pink. Like it is clearly a nice little light pink shade. The price point is wonderful. It's accessible. It has a ton of product in here. Let me see. 20 grams. Whereas with Lottie London, you're getting 15 grams with Lottie London. With e.l.f., I actually have no idea because it's not on here. So I'd probably reckon about 10 to 15 in that one. So this is going to be the most bang for your buck outright. All right, and coming in at $13.99 at Target, the latest one that I have tried out is the L'Oreal Infallible Blur-fection up to 24-hour blurring and brightening setting powder. Now this one does have wonderful longevity, wonderful blurring. It is a gorgeous light pink color. I think this is the lightest pink. They actually have options, which gives this one a little bit of an edge, is that it has multiple shades. This is Pink Light that I have. And again, it is a super finely milled, just silky powder. Beautiful formulation again. Truly locks your makeup in all day. But you only get 6 grams for twice the price of the e.l.f. one. So there's that. However, I do think the L'Oreal one is very, really nice. Like, if you want to get the L'Oreal one, go for it because it's beautiful. So it's going to come in 4 shades. It even has a brightening deep pink for deeper skin tones, which I think is really nice and a little more thoughtful because I don't see that with any of the other drugstore options. And there's also a kind of more tan option and then a translucent. The L'Oreal one is absolutely gorgeous on the skin and really talk about some long wear when you use this one. These two, your makeup's not going nowhere. They are mattifying but not flat. They're not chalky. They're not heavy. They're both so good. But yeah, I really enjoy the L'Oreal one, even though it is double the cost for half the product. It's still a really solid powder. Yeah, up to 24-hour Blur-fection Longwear Loose Finishing Powder. Sets your makeup for blurring and brightening. Lightweight powder with long wear effects, transfer, and flashback resistant. That is nice to know. It is talc free. Blurs the look of fine lines, pores, pink tinted shade to brighten and subtly color correct, and translucent shade for just a beautiful blur. So yeah, I think it's a wonderful powder. That's just going to maybe come down to a budget option choice of which one you want to go with. I think they're both great options and would recommend them both. I kind of really enjoy the L'Oreal one. I hate that it costs more and it's only 6 grams. That's wild. But it has just, yeah, truly silky, silky texture here. It doesn't look flat. None of these look flat on the skin, which is really nice. They don't have a chalkiness or a heaviness to them. They are so very lightweight and just very flattering powders. I think they'd be flattering on mature skin, textured skin, whatever. Dry skin, these are powders you could use. No problems. Okay, and the last one I have to talk about is from Huda Beauty. This is our one high-end one, and this is in the shade Ube Birthday Cake, which is an electric lilac with subtle pink hues and for a bright and rosy look. So it's actually what I've dusted some of this on my face today to kind of on my under eyes just to brighten them up because the powder I used earlier was one of those that kind of darkens a little bit, kind of oxidizes. I was doing full face of Milani, so I used the powder that's from them. Anyway, I actually put a little bit of this on today and it doesn't look like I have pink on my face. That's one thing that is surprising about this one. You would think that it would look like you have hot pink on your face, but nope. It just looks beautiful and so blurring. It is absolutely so blurring, but look at this. It is so vibrant and electric, and just to look at this, you're like, oh no. When I first got this, I was like, I don't know about this. I don't know about this. But it is actually gorgeous. Gorgeous on the skin and very much brightening, and the texture and the formula itself is stunning. It has a little kind of net thing here, nice packaging. It is fragranced. It's heavily fragranced. It is a nice fragrance. I don't know what it is, like what the fragrance is in here, but I love it. I love the way it smells. And this is a wonderful setting powder if you're looking for one that's high end. I would actually like to get this in her Cherry Blossom shade, which is the sheer soft pink as well. And she has, let's see, Sugar Cookie, which I think is just an ultra brightening shade. Yeah, I would actually like to have this more shades than just this because I think it's just such a wonderful formulation for a powder. But this color is surprisingly beautiful on the skin. And it's just so crazy bright. It's like, what? Are you serious? Like, I would never have thought that on my pale skin that this would not look lavender or lilac, but no, it truly looks brightening, and it's just the magic of color correction and color theory right here. And yeah, the formula though, wonderful formulation. This comes in at $39, so the price point is quite a bit up there, but with Huda you do have a ton of shades to choose from if you didn't want to go with a pink powder, but she does have pink options. Yeah, she has the Cherry Blossom shade, which is a more traditional kind of this kind of pink. And then she's got a white one as well called Sugar Cookie. And then this one, which I believe this was marketed to be, or at one point it said limited edition, but I'm not seeing that now on the Sephora website anyway. But this is a lightly pigmented silky setting powder that bakes, sets, and blurs. It absolutely does. Blurs the look of fine lines and wrinkles. It locks in your makeup for 10 hours for airbrush finish. Yes, very airbrush looking. All of these are airbrushed in one way or the other. Some of them maybe have more of a glowier kind of hourglass ambient lighting powder filtered look with the e.l.f. Then you have just classic setting powders. And then you have these that are just ultra blurring, beautiful, comparable in every way to me as far as the performance on the skin. It's just come down to like that tone that you want in your brightening powder, price point you're comfortable with, and amount of product you get. Now with HUDA, you're getting 20 grams as well, which is a decent amount. Much better than what you get with L'Oreal and the e.l.f. So I don't think you get that much with the e.l.f. either. The HUDA one is also formulated with vitamin E to help moisturize and strengthen the skin. It's interesting in a powder. And there's no parabens. It is cruelty-free. It is a micronized powder to allow you to layer without caking. Again, that's something I think you can do with this one also, is just keep layering it on. It claims to be flashback free. Blends seamlessly into skin with a blurring matte finish. So this is going to be your most matte option, by the way. Shine control, keep makeup in place all day, oil absorbing, vitamin E enriched powder works to subtly color correct, highlight, contour the face, leaving a translucent velvet color on the skin. So yeah, the thing that maybe will put people off with this one will be the fragrance, for one thing, and the price point, but she has a very unique bright pink here. Something very different. It is, I think, more of a lilac, yeah. And then you have your classic pink, like with the Lottie London. I really think my top ones is going to be the L'Oreal Blur-fection, because it's just a gorgeous powder on the skin. It is blurring it. A little bit goes a long way. It doesn't get cakey. You can keep applying it if you need to. It's very layerable. Same with HUDA, super layerable. Downside, it's fragrance. Not everybody's going to like that. Price point, it's more expensive at nearly $40. And, but you're going to get a unique shade range here, as well as with the L'Oreal, you do get a couple of shade options of pink. Overall, I got to say my winner, my top one is the Wet n Wild because of price point, amount of product, the formulation, the accessibility of it. It wins on all of that. And this is made with cornstarch and mica, silica. I'm not seeing talc on here. It does have squalane, sunflower seed oil. This is not tested. Oh, it's not vegan. Sorry, this is not vegan. It's not tested on animals, however. And this is made in Mexico. Cool. But yeah, I'm not seeing any talc in this one either. So that's she's kind of wins on that front. But there's something about the L'Oreal one that really, I kind of like it too. It would be a tough call, really. But I gotta say, the L'Oreal one is fantastic too, as well as HUDA. e.l.f. You're looking for something with a little bit of glow. The e.l.f. one fits the description of the Wet n Wild one. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'm just not seeing the glow. I don't get it. And then, of course, Lottie London is a classic, good, just all-around powder. So yeah, let me know your thoughts down below if there's any more you want to see me test out and try, if there's any more on the market. Ooh. If you see any more of these coming out the drugstore, let me know, because I'd be interested to scoop them up and try them out for you guys. And yeah, what are your thoughts on these brightening pink powders, and what is your favorite one? Drop that in the comments, and I will see you guys in the next one. Stay safe. Bye now.